One taste of this poison apple, and Usagi will be no more, and I will be the fairest of them all. Usagi, will you please? She said you ain't gonna trick me. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Disney doll review, and this time we are going to be reviewing the live action Disney Store Snow White limited edition doll along with the Mattel dolls. I'm not gonna try to make this video super long, and I'm only gonna have B film of the Disney Store doll, and then I'll try to get you some close-ups with the Mattel dolls. I wanted to get this out there. I know the movie has already been released and kind of give people some, I guess, time to digest the movie to see whether they liked it or not, and I'm gonna tell you what my thoughts are on the movie in a moment. But before I do, I want to take a moment to thank all of my current subscribers who have tuned into my channel. Thank you so much for your support. It is definitely appreciated here. And if you are new to my channel and you like the content, whether it be the doll reviews, collection reviews, or even the gameplays, or if you're just enjoying the vibes, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It helps me out. And yeah, thanks. So, before we get into the dolls, my take on the movie. So my partner loved the movie. He just loved it. And for me, I liked it. I would say I'd give it a solid 7.5, 8 out of 10. I say it's one of the better live action Disney movies, in my opinion. Rachel did good. There were some moments where I was like, I kind of was like cringing a little bit, but at the same time I was like, okay, well, this is a kids movie developed into a live action movie, so okay, I can see it, you know? And other than that, I was like, okay, this is actually pretty good. I do like how they give more, I guess, sort of say woman empowerment when it comes to, like, a prince doesn't have to kiss her, but just anybody who is in love. So a woman doesn't have to fall in love with this grandeur guy, and she can fall in love with, like, you know, somebody who's not a prince. I like that aspect. One thing I did not like, and I hate to say this, Gal Gadot, is that her name? I did not like her acting. I didn't. In my opinion, I did not like her acting. I felt like they could have chose somebody different. The singing was okay for Gail. There were some good parts, like high notes that she reached, but then there were some moments where I was like, I don't like this song. I don't like the way she's singing it. And that's just me. But yeah, and hence why I also didn't get the Disney Store Evil Queen doll. But that is in its own separate post or whatever. I'm probably not even gonna post about it. But anyways, let me know your thoughts if you saw the Snow White movie, and if you liked it, what you didn't like about it, if you just passed on it because you're tired of Disney doing live action movies. But I will say I am super excited for Lilo and Stitch live action for sure, because Stitch is my number one Disney character that I love over all the princesses. So I'm crossing my fingers that movie is good. So we're gonna start with the Disney Store limited edition Snow White doll. So as always, we're gonna start with the box. The box itself is in this nice bluey, and it kind of like gradients into like a lighter blue. We get the like trees in the silhouettes over here, but I love the gold foil along the border for where you can see snow. The background of this box is just a blue. There's no scenery, which I'm kind of like, what? Because most of them do have a scenery in the background of the box. Then you get Snow White the movie kind of logo there and limited edition. I do love how they added hints of red on the side of the box here with the foil flower designs. And that's on both sides. And then we have the the newer style boxes with the ribbons here on the top and the back. And then if you want to pause and read the description, you may. That's up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and put the box back. That's essentially all of the box. So going on to the Snow White doll, like always. But with the certificate of authenticity, just as always, Disney provides us with a, you know what? This cardstock kind of thing doesn't feel as thick as like the other ones. Did they change it? It's still thick, but it's not as thick. But we get the Snow White. There's no like special font. Oh, that is weird. Because usually like the numbers are in a foil. And there's like a foil border. But I got 1164 out of 3,900. And the back is just the same, but in a different language. Yeah, this is a different kind of paper that they made. It's not as high quality and thick as the other one. The other ones that came out. But anyway, starting with Snow, she is, okay, so likeliness to her, to Rachel, I'll get to that at the end. But they all have stands here, and we'll start with her shoes. So her shoes, you know, it's not as grand as I would like. I do think the Mattel version is better, and I'll show you that in a moment. When we look at the Mattel version, but it's just a red flat-footed Snow White. And that's essentially the shoe. Underneath, she does not have tulle to puff out her dress. It's just some tissue paper. And I guess that's the cheaper way for Disney to have the dress puff out. I'm gonna keep it in there because I like how it puffs out the dress. But it does have 3 layers of the bottom part, and the bottom layer is this gold. Let me see if I can move all of this out of the way. So it's this gold printed on design for Snow. I gotta reduce the light here because sometimes it's just the lighting in this area that doesn't want to pick up the details. But yes, you get this printed on like floral vineyard design that the Disney store likes to put on most of their boxes or even their dolls, kind of to give that high quality heirloom design. And then on top we have a thinner sheer fabric. It's not as thick as some of their other sheer fabrics that they put on dolls, and that does go all the way around as well. Then the top part of this dress, we have a printed on vineyard design there too, just like on the dress. And then we get these embroidered floral designs going down the border of the middle of the dress. And then you have embellishments as well. It does not continue to the back, but it does stop here. I do like that they have 2 layers to this top part, giving that extra oomph and, what would you say, higher quality to the doll. I do also like that the dress is separate, so you can take off this dress if you wish. And just display her in her actual yellow dress. A part of me is wishing that they gave her the cape there too, but you can take off the top of the dress, and if you wish, and she would just be displayed in this yellow dress, which, I mean, I don't know why anybody would, because I feel like the bottom layer gives it so much more potential. And then the belt buckle here, it is metal, and I do like that design there for the overall tie-in of this skirt layering. Now, the top of her dress, this is also a embroidered design, which I actually am happy about. The rope here to tie in the corseted kind of top. And then on the top of the dress, you also get that same kind of embroidered print. And that goes throughout the whole outfit, which I really appreciate that Disney did that and not just the bottom here, and that it all flows in together and makes the doll more cohesive. So I do like that the Disney store did design that. Looking at her necklace, the necklace is a chained linked necklace, so I love that, and it's not molded. The only thing that it doesn't have on there is the etched in words, and it's probably because it's small that they didn't have time to do it or room to do it. But in the movie, she has etched in words. I don't remember what those words are at this moment, but I wish they would have added that detail. That would have been a neat detail. Then she has this popped collar for Snow White's signature popped collar, and then she has these sleeves. The only thing I don't like about these sleeves is that they're pushed in. They're not puffed out, and I wish that they were puffed out. I wish that if they had to put tissue paper here, why not put tissue paper in the sleeves to puff out the sleeves a little bit more, and not have it cave in like this. But it does have some red fabric in there too, to add in more of those reds to give that signature Snow White look. And then Snow White also has the ribbons tied here at the end of her sleeves. And then on the inside also this red extra layer of fabric. This extra layer of fabric I tried to pull back, and it doesn't go all the way up in the sleeves. So it looks like it's just here. And that's essentially the outfit. The face of Snow White, let's see. Does she look like Rachel Zegler? Hold on, let's let it focus. Can you focus? Get my head out of the way so we can focus on hers. I have to put my hand here. So, does it look like her? I think in some angles it does. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the eyes seem too far apart, or if the forehead is too big, if her face is longer. I don't know, but I do love that they give the signature beauty marks on her face. The print quality is always a great job with the Disney store. They gave her rooted eyelashes, which I personally love for my limited edition dolls. I know some people don't, but I do. The doll does not come with earrings, so that's a kind of a flop there, but I mean, I guess her hair covers it, kind of. I don't even know if she had earrings in the movie. I don't remember. But anyways, she has her red bow in her hair too, and that is a kind of, what is this? It's like a satiny, silky, maybe a satin ribbon kind of vibe. And then her hair, it's her hair like in the movie that a lot of people were saying that she looked like Lord Farquaad, which I mean, there was one thing in the movie that I was catching a lot, is that her hair was always changing. Like some of it, like in one scene, it was frizzied out and not curled enough, and then the next scene it was curled, and I was like, dang girl, you fixing your hair and getting all tangled in the trees and all this stuff, and you know, you had time to fix your hair? Okay, cool. Slay. No, just but that's essentially the Snow White doll from the Disney store. She did also come with a basket of apples, because in the movie it really exaggerated the love of apples between Snow and her family. So I do like that she loved to go pick apples to make apple pie for the town. And this is a nice quality accessory, a basket of apples. The apples don't come out, but I do like the design of the weaving of the basket here. It's really a nice little detail, and I think it does add more to the Snow White doll, especially if you're displaying her, taking her out of the box. And that's essentially all of the Disney Store limited edition Snow White doll. Let's move on to the Mattel collector dolls, and we'll start with Snow. Let's start with her box. We're gonna just quickly look at the box though. I love the design of the box, and then we get like this embedded and then not embedded, embossed design with the border here and the flowers. And I like the gloss effect that they put on the box design. And then that's essentially Snow White. Description here. If you want to pause and read, you may. It's not a very big description. The box, you open it, and this one does have a background here. I left the birds in because I didn't want to lose them. And she can't really have, I don't think they have clips on them. Oh wait, do they? I don't know. It looks like they do. Okay, maybe they do have clips to where you can clip them on her hand if you wish. I don't know if I can see it, give y'all a closer look without taking them out, but at the bottom here, you can probably see them. They do have like clips for their feet. So if you want to put them onto Snow White, you can. But I do like the details of the birds. And I like that they added that, those accessories in there. It's really neat. Now that I know that, maybe I will take them out later. But for this review, I'm not going to because I just didn't want them to get lost. And I was just like, yeah, too many pieces, and I don't know what to do with it right now. So that's essentially Snow White's box. While we're at it, let's go ahead and look at the Evil Queen's box so we don't have to keep switching out boxes here and there. But the Evil Queen box is, I love that they changed it and they didn't keep it the exact same box. I love that. So this border is this, what would you say, snakes. With the jeweled eyes, and this is also embossed and glossed, and we get the poison apple, and then a more darker evil-y vibe. Back of the box, same thing as Snow White, just a different description there. And then inside the box, you get the background of the queen, kind of like in her castle, but a darker version of the castle, I guess, where you would see the magic mirror. And she was on this kind of pedestal thing. But this is the background of it, of her looking out to the town where she can watch people. And then she also did come with this, this bird. What are those birds called again? Vultures? Is that what they are? Vultures? And then they also come with a clip, so I think it could sit on her shoulder if needed. But the details of the vulture are really neat there too. Now both of the Snow White and the Evil Queen do come with certificate of authenticities. They are thicker than the Barbie ones, but not as thick as the Monster High ones. But this is what they look like. They do call out Evil Queen doll and Snow White doll, so that's a plus instead of saying, we authenticate your Disney collector doll, which sometimes they do that on some of their certificates. So it's nice to see that they added the actual Snow White or Evil Queen doll, and they just didn't lump it into one category so they can just like save money. But I like that. So looking at Snow, both of these dolls did come with stands. So this is the stand for the Mattel creation. Oh, her cape is in the way. Mattel Creations and Disney, and it's a stand that goes, it's like a leg hugger or a leg clip in, the new kind of stands that they have, but that's essentially that. We'll start with her shoes, and this is what I'm telling you, like, Mattel did a way better job on the shoes, giving it a ribbon tie and a bow in the back. I mean, she still has flat feet, but but still, the shoes are a lot better than the Disney Store ones. And the Disney Store did have that ribbon tie with the Ariel doll, so I don't know why they didn't do it with her. Maybe because they didn't want to put so much into this doll, because Disney Store doesn't do very well with their live action dolls, except for maybe like the live action Ariel doll. I feel like Disney Store gets a lot of flack on their live action dolls. But anyways, This doll also has 3 layers, but that's all, is it one? Is it one piece? I think so. Yes, it is one piece. I see it sewed in. So this is all one piece, and it does have 3 layers to the dress. The bottom layer here is just a yellow satiny fabric. Then the next layer is more of a sheer with a printed on embroidered design, kind of matching like with the Disney Store ones with that floral vineyard design there. And then the top layer is another thicker sheer layer of this kind of shiny yellow. And it overall brings it out. And I like that. I like the quality of this dress. The doll was $75, but I do like the quality of it. She did come with this separate, so let me take that off, her cape. But just to get a closer look at her top, we get a printed on design for her, I guess you could say, corset vibe here. But it is a printed on design with the leaves and that naturey vibe that I guess a lot of the print designs like to happen with all dolls that are like in the collector doll series. But I do like that they added rope on there. She does have that belt buckle to coincide with the actual doll. Now these sleeves are puffed. These sleeves are puffed. I wish the Disney stores had puff sleeves like this. And I think it's probably because they weren't sewed onto the fabric there. As you can see, it looks like it's its own kind of puff there. So I like that. The sleeves have the same kind of ribbons here. These seem kind of long though. Like they're very long. I feel like they could have snipped these a little bit. But anyways, she also comes with the necklace. The necklace is a plastic necklace, and it's not a linked necklace. It is more of a like tinsely rope. Let's see, a tinsely rope. Yeah, I like the linked chain better with the Disney Store, but this one has like etched in writing there. Like I had mentioned, I wish that they put in the writing, but it's not, it's not readable. Wait, is it? No, it's not. It looks like it's just lines. But anyways, she does also come with the apple, and she can hold the apple. Of course, she eats the apple and then falls asleep. Her face, I do like her face. The face printing is very pretty. It's a nice, clean, crisp print. But yeah, I mean, they gave her signature beauty mark. I think, oh yeah, she has both of them there. She doesn't have earrings from what I can see. Nope. And I do like the way that they styled her hair better on this doll than they did on the Disney Store doll. She does have the ribbon in her hair. And I don't know if I would say I like this one better than the Disney Store one. Cost-wise, yes. Quality-wise, I feel like that. I'll give you my overall review at the end, which one I prefer. But she also does come with her cape that comes off, and it's just a red cape, and it has these ribbon ties if you want to put it on her or leave it off. But I do like that it can just simply go around her head. Her hair is very hard and gelled, but if you put it on, it essentially gives more to her outfit. And she does have the hood if you want to put on the hood. It could be Little Red Riding Hood too, I guess. But that is essentially all of the Mattel limited collector edition. I wouldn't say limited, I'd say collector edition doll. Now moving on to the Evil Queen. I dropped her staff. Sorry, girl. So sorry. But that's her staff. We'll get into it in a moment. I'll just put it off to the side. She also comes up. Well, that's what I was going to talk about. She also comes with a stand. It is a different style stand, which I really like that they actually changed it up. And it has more of these like spooky wood kind of vibes, prickly vines. But this is the stand that I was talking about. It's like the leg huggers. I don't know how I feel about those stands just yet, but I think they're okay. Looking at her shoes, let me see if I can get y'all. No! Oh, I hate glitter! Her dress is glitter, you guys, and it comes off. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Okay, I'm gonna be very, oh my gosh, okay. I hate glitter, you guys. And I only hate glitter because it sticks on you and it gets everywhere. It's already... Why didn't I see this when I was taking her out of the box? It didn't come off this much. Okay, I hate it. Okay, let me see if I can get y'all. I guess I'll just have to wash my hands after this. But her shoes are these purple flat feet shoes. And it goes over her foot. It does have, is it glitter inside the shoe? Yeah, it's glitter inside the shoe, and I guess the glitter coming off of her dress is also going on. Oh, I hate that. I'm so sorry, you guys. That's gonna distract me kind of most of this. But looking at her dress, it is very pretty to look at. The glitter on it, it's very pretty to look at. But I wish that they would have, I don't know if there's a way to epoxy maybe glitter on a dress, or maybe have some, there has to be, because I've seen it on other dolls where it doesn't come off on your hand. Oh my goodness. But, oh, okay. Her cape, let's take off her cape because I know you can take off her cape. So I'm gonna take off her cape so we can look at it without. So, this is her overall outfit. She has these long, beautiful sleeves, and then on the border, you get this purple border, silky kind of fabric. And then on her neck, you get the kind of overhead piece to where she covers her hair. She does have hair, as you can see, and you can take it off if you wish. You can just take off the crown, which I'm not because I don't want to struggle putting it on. And it is intact with one of those closed tack things that you'd have to snip it open and reveal. But I do like the details of the actual face wear there too. It's not just a black flat fabric. You get that kind of shine fabric there too, which I mean that is kind of what I'm like, an iridescent kind of vibe there. The dress does have that, but it looks like they layered glitter on top. They just went sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle glitter. Okay, hopefully it sticks. There you go, send it out. But she does have hair. Her crown is very beautiful. Her crown is this kind of like window, stained glass window vibe. It is plastic, so it does bend. And it is very flexible there too, but I do love that aspect. She does also come with an apple, and it's bitten. The apple is bitten, the one that she has. Look at all that glitter on my hand. Oh my gosh, and sorry for the calluses, guys. I lift weights, so that I apologize for my hands. But anyways, I like the detail on the apple. It does have like a ooze there. With the poison, as you can see, which I really enjoy. I wish it was more of like that skull vibe for the apple, like in the animation. But I'm not mad. I'm glad that they did change up the apples though. I'm gonna go ahead and set her down because this glitter is ridiculous. We're gonna look at her cape next. Her cape is probably the best feature of this doll. So you get let's look at the inside. The inside, you get this white kind of satin feel, and then a red. And this is its own separate layer. If you turn it around, look how beautiful the back is. You get this glitter on two sides, and then you get this holographic design in the middle, which is really, really beautiful. I love that. And then we have this green brooch kind of in the middle here, and it clasps together. The only thing that I hate is, besides this glitter, is that they have the clasp here as a string. Why wouldn't it be like a metal clasp? Because I feel like it will break off. I feel like it'll break off eventually for those who keep doing that or are struggling to take her out of the box. I feel like it'll snap, and then how are you gonna clasp it now? Glue it? Or maybe get another one and just hot glue it on there so where it can clasp? I feel like that should have been metal. The other thing that the Evil Queen had, I hope my desk is not filled with glitter, but she does come with her staff too, and she can hold it. I love the details in the staff. The ball is giving a translucent feel to where, like, if you hold it up to the light, I don't know if you guys can see, hold it up to the light, it gives like a see-through kind of vibe. And then you get some reds, and I love the details in the overall design of the staff. It's a really neat design there too. And it just pops into place in her hand, like so. There, and she's all cute again. I'm gonna put on all of this stuff later because this glitter is just, yeah, it wasn't coming off this much when I was taking her off of the box. Look. If y'all are like me and don't like the glitter aspect of it coming off on you, because now I'm gonna have to go wash my hands. Let me give you my overall thoughts before I keep losing my thought over this glitter. So the Snow White live action doll from the Disney store, I'm gonna give that, overall I'd probably say a 6 or a 7 out of 10. And the only reason why I say that is because, I don't know. I don't feel like she's up to par as other Disney store dolls, but I also do like the outfit. Like, I love the outfit. I love the chain linked, maybe an 8. I'd give it an 8. Let's just go to 8. 8 out of 10. Because it is quality-wise a good doll. But does it look like Rachel? No. Not really. Maybe if you turn into different angles, yeah. But the quality of the dress is really neat. The chain linked necklace is great. The metal in the skirt buckle. It's overall a high quality doll, and it's 17 inches. So, okay. The Mattel Creations dolls, those are $75 each. I would give them the glitter is swaying me. I would give the Snow doll, I would give her a 9 out of 10. I think she's really, really well done. Does she look like Rachel? No, not really. But overall, I mean, she didn't fall to the ground. She's here. Overall, everything is just falling. My Stitch back pillow. Maybe I shouldn't be recording today. I don't know. But overall, okay, you guys. Overall, 9 out of 10. She's a great quality doll. For $75, you get a stand, you get 2 birds, you get an apple, you get a cape, you get this 3-layered dress. It's a high quality dress. Her face printing is great. Her hair quality is great too. I feel like the hairstyling is way better than the Disney Store one. The chain, the only thing that this chain doesn't have that the Disney Store is a linked metal chain. They did give the call out to the details of there being words on the locket or the heart pendant that she had on her chain. But other than that, I wish it was metal or a plastic chain. This is just like a tinsel, like it can fray and split. But that's the only bad thing about this doll. Other than that, the box, the design of everything is really well done, I think. So I think she's worth it, in my opinion. Now the Evil Queen girl, that glitter. Ooh, I don't even want to touch her. Okay, so I mean, we didn't even get to look at the evil queen's face because I was so distracted by the glitter. Her face, she has a nice face. I like it. I like her face. It's really pretty. The print job is really well done. I would probably give the evil queen doll a 9 out of 10 as well. The details that came into the outfit are really well done for the Mattel Creations doll. The cape really is a standout feature. The apples, the vulture, the stand, everything is really well done with the evil queen. I just wish that glitter, like it's really making me upset. I feel like I should knock her down to 6 out of 10. But I'm not gonna do her dirty like that. I'm gonna give the evil queen a 9 out of 10. I just think overall these dolls are great quality, both of them, the Disney Store and the Mattel Creations. But if I had to convince you on which one to get, I would say the Mattel Creations dolls. Those are better pricing, and the details are great in each of those dolls, the Evil Queen and the Snow White doll. Hence why I got the Evil Queen doll for Mattel Creations rather than the one from the Disney Store. So the Disney Store may have been a little bit better for me because I think it was sequenced and not glitter. So yeah, the price was what convinced me. I'm not paying $150 for an Evil Queen doll, but I paid $150 for a Snow White doll. Anyways, I'm done with this. I need to go clean this glitter off of my hand. Let me know your thoughts on these dolls. If you are able to get them, what your thoughts are on the Snow White live action movie. Please be kind in the comments below if y'all are debating about any kind of conflicts that have arisen with the Snow White movie. It's just a movie. But anyways, thank y'all for coming in. As always, I hope you have a great day, a great night, wherever you're at today. And remember to stay kind to yourself as well as to others. Simply Rai,